Started here in about a minute, folks. Wait till everybody files in. I'm in the truck today. I got the laptop sitting here running through my phone, so we'll see how all this works. Yeah, this will be the theme song when I come on stage. I think that's going to be the perfect song for that. Well, I guess we're going to hear nothing but Corona for the next 2 weeks. So I'm sure all of you guys caught the news that the first family has the coronavirus. I have not checked the news since this morning. People started texting me at 3 o'clock in the morning. It was crazy last night. So, President's got corona. Let's be honest. Let's talk about this first, and then I'm going to talk about the marketplace. Trump is overweight, way overweight. He's probably obese, to be quite honest. The guy's 6'4", he's got to be close to 300 pounds. He's 74 years old. Like, it's not good for a guy like that to get coronavirus. So, hopefully, they're pumping him full of ivermectin right now, not HCQ. Everybody keeps reporting HCQ. I'm like, dude, HCQ was so 6 months ago. Like, ivermectin is what thing he needs to be on. Get him some of that zinc. Get him some steroids. Get him as many Diet Cokes as he wants. Maybe he starts eating a little more healthy, a little less Mickey D's. I'm sure the wife is all over him about that kind of stuff. And let's just pray he's not sick by the next debate. But you saw the marketplace had a response. I have not, like I said, I've not looked at any of the news since I left the house this morning at about 9. So I really don't know what's going on. But the question is this going to stop the real estate market? No. Like, everybody is really scared about what happens next in the real estate market, what happens with rates, what happens. And I put out an email earlier this week where I basically told everybody, I said, look, I made a ton of money under Obama. I made a ton of money under Trump. I don't anticipate that ending anytime soon. And really this craziness, it's almost zealotry at this point. I mean, hell, there's already rumors floating around Twitter, and I've already seen it on Facebook, that Trump was intentionally infected sometime during the debate. And I'm like, that's not true. We already know where it came from. Hope was at some event. She got exposed to it. She became infected, and then so did Trump. I mean, it's like there's no conspiracy here. So, guys, you know, like I said, he's the president. He's going to have the best health care in the world. It's going to be fine. But everybody's going to freak out, and it's going to be something for the news to talk about for the next 2 weeks, at least the next 10 days. So, truth be told, I don't see anything happening between Trump or Biden after the election. Biden gets elected. In fact, I believe if Biden gets elected, I think rates are going to go even lower. I really do believe rates can possibly. If you are in real estate, I would have to look I'd really have to start to dig into his platform. And I know it's so funny is all the real estate folks get whipped up about taxes. Oh, taxes are going up. I'm like, if you guys are doing this right, you're paying some in taxes, but you're not paying a lot anyway. I mean, most of these guys online brag about how little they pay in taxes. So I'm like, well, who cares who gets elected president? Who cares who gets elected into Congress? We're watching, the race there in South Carolina. I didn't realize that race was that close. Republicans might lose the Senate. What does that mean? We'll see. So, like I said, I haven't caught up with the news today. I'm seeing more and more reports. The job numbers came out. The preliminary numbers I saw this morning just briefly. Unemployment is down by like 50 bips. Nobody expected that. So the employment situation keeps getting somewhat better. I think, and this will be the last employment report before the election. But truth be told, nobody votes on the numbers of the economy. They vote on the numbers in their household. So if you are middle class, white collar worker, you've probably not been that impacted by the coronavirus. Let's just be honest. I mean, most people that have been impacted by coronavirus are the hospitality industry, the leisure industry, travel has obviously been highly impacted. So those folks have been just absolutely crushed. But by and large, I mean, hell, I'm driving down Houston right now. I'm driving up from Richmond, Texas on 59 headed north, and it's packed. It's like I'm driving around town. Look at this. The strip centers are full. I mean, of course, this is Texas, right? I mean, I know the story is a bit different everywhere else, but there's one common theme I'm starting to see with a lot of friends and family. In fact, I got a message on Facebook 2 days ago, kind of in the middle of the night. This guy's been following us. I've met him before. He flew in from Colorado to come to one of our weekend retreats that I used to do with Right Path years ago. And he said, hey, man, I met you there. My wife and I are finally ready to make the move. We're going to move from Colorado to Texas because we just see the massive opportunity that there is in Texas, in particular with real estate. He's in healthcare, and he's got to be killing it right now in healthcare. It sounded like he was flying all over the country. So I really don't see, what does that say? Love the 12 new reports. Are you en route to Dairy Queen? No, I'm not en route. I'm en route to get back to the house here. So I've got some other stuff I need to do. I actually got to go visit Jet Lending today. I need to drop off a bunch of checks with them. But yeah, this whole idea that, who's going to be president, who's going to be in Congress, the world's going to end is just utter garbage. There's there's a section over, I think that's 45 right there, a section of, I believe it's railroad track, and it usually says be someone. Well, they've replaced it with vote or die, and I'm like, this is so ridiculous. So as we're entering into the election cycle, and betting odds are, and I really wish this wasn't true, and maybe I'm just being influenced by conventional wisdom right now, that the election won't be over on Super Tuesday. It's highly likely this thing will drag out for weeks, if not months. So for those of you who are investors, do not get worn down by all of the bad news. Don't get worn down by all the daily machinations of the world's going to end, and you need to sit there and be worried. And, oh my God, it's just going to be terrible. Like, I would not get into that mindset. I mean, even in the middle of this coronavirus stuff, Rob and I were like, all right, what are the precautions we need to take? Okay, great. What do we need to do to make sure our businesses and families are protected? And the next step is, okay, what's our next move? That's what you need to be thinking of when you see all this. And there's going to be riots. I can already tell you, they are gearing up hard for riots. There's going to be a lot of civil unrest. Just get ready for it. But keep your head on straight, especially those of you who are real estate investors. If you're a real estate investor, your minimum time horizon should be 2 years. So who gets voted on what and all that stuff, it really doesn't matter. Your minimum time horizon is 2 years. Am I making good investment decisions that are going to produce the maximum results for me in a minimum of 2 years? I'd argue that you should be making your investment decisions based on a 2 to 10 year horizon. So that's probably the most important piece. But I will tell you this, real estate is getting more and more expensive. You guys saw my report on Wednesday when I talked about pending home sales are the highest they've ever been. That is not going to stop. It's absolutely insane. The appreciation is not going to stop. The housing crisis in 2025 is going to be the complete lack of affordable housing. And the way you trade that is you get in hard and buy single-family real estate and small apartments. Maybe you can't rent it out, but maybe you Airbnb it. Just hold on to these things for a couple of years and make $40,000, $50,000, $100,000 4 or 5 years from now. You got to think, how hard does the average American have to work to make $100,000 a year? And you can do that by buying the right single-family and small apartment assets right now in 2020 and in 2021. I mean, I'm telling you, think real estate's expensive now, just wait. It's not going to get any cheaper. It's really not. And now I'm seeing some data from some other markets. If you guys were watching the update from last week, Corpus Christi is up nearly 20% year over year. Its growth path is twice as strong as Houston, Texas is. Just absolutely insane. So that's all I've got today. Pretty short update. Driving around town. I'm in the gallery. You guys can see I'm doing like 10 miles an hour now. But that's what we got. I hope everybody's enjoying the weekend. It's going to be amazing weather this weekend. I'm going to be out doing the Zoo Park ride Saturday morning. So I'll see you guys, some of y'all Saturday morning. We're going to do a quick 40 on Saturday morning. And then I might be out Sunday morning. I haven't decided what I'm doing on Sunday yet. But in any case, it's going to be great. This is the time you need to be in Texas. There's like 8 to 16 weeks a year. That's perfect. And it's these 8 weeks right here. It's like into September, into like second week of November. Just a really great, solid 8 weeks or so. So thanks for watching, guys. That's the update. Go out and buy stuff. Try not to get wrapped around the axle of the daily machinations of the local news. And I will see you guys Monday. Important programming note. We're going to merge our radio show and our market updates into a noon daily show. Rob and I will be in the studio next week, starting at noon. We won't have everything all set up. It won't be, 100%, but we're going to go ahead and start shooting in the studio. I think it's going to start Tuesday at noon. So all of our stuff is going to go into YouTube. For those of you who are following us on LinkedIn, we've had a lot of recommendations from some social media folks that are like, hey, you need to start doing your show on LinkedIn. So probably going to be on YouTube and LinkedIn. We're going to move away from Facebook, especially since I seem to be getting banned and threatened with being banned and all that nonsense, in particular over the last couple of months. So find us there on YouTube, and we will see you guys there. But thanks for watching, and we'll see y'all next week. Oh, by the way, Rob may be doing some videos from Corpus Christi. He's on his way down there right now. Follow Robert Orfino, or he may do them in the Mr. Texas Real Estate group on Facebook. Thanks for watching.